This is Chad with tipbeat.com, and today we're going to take a look at PlainText. It's a plain text editing app, and if we tap on it, you see when it opens up you have a very clean interface, and I like the typography as well. It's very nice. Over on the left you have a list of all your documents, and so you can create a new document by tapping right here and calling it test, right? And then tap down here and say this is a test to see how this works. Works. Period. So you can easily create documents, and then they show up as being available here, and they're sorted alphabetically. You can also just maximize by tapping this icon in the bottom right. If you want to see the document in its entirety, you can do that. Very cool. You can also make folders. So down here in the middle you have a folder icon, and we can call this my folder. Right, hit done. And then from in here you can create some additional documents and say folder test, and say here it, I can't type today. Here it is. Alright, and go back and then forward and see, notice how the folder has a name on it, my folder, and everything's all sorted and available for you. Now settings is down here, and what you can do is you can actually set up the Dropbox account, if you have a Dropbox account, and set it up to sync all that, and you can see here it'll sync on launch, sync on open file, and it tells you the folder directory in which it'll be in, and right now it's actually linked to my directory. So every time I do something, you'll see a little gear in the top corner, see, spinning, which indicates, hey, I'm making sure there's not a newer version of that document. Comes with a nice little tips and tricks file. The downsides to this is that I can't take, let's say, my test document and place it in that folder. Can't do it. I have no idea how to do it. I've looked around, I can't find anything, I can't tap and hold. I mean, I can certainly swipe to delete, and that's great, but I can't take this document. No matter what I do, I can rename, I can do whatever, but I can't move it. So that's a little on the frustrating side. So you want to make sure that when you make your documents, you put them in the right folder. So the main benefit of this is basically put things into folders if you don't want to use the Notes app on the iPad or iPhone. So considering as how this app is free, I think it's very elegant, it looks very nice, and is universal as well, so it works fine on the iPhone. So if you're looking for something to do some very basic editing, there is no formatting for bulleted lists or anything. All of these bulleted lists are typed by hand. This might be a fantastic app for you. Again, this is PlainText for iPad.